Hey, what's happening, guys? Norsky here. Today I'm going to be comparing the Hellriegel 1915 Factory versus the MP18 Experimental. See which gun is better based on numbers and my opinion. Let's start with the MP18 Experimental. The MP18 Experimental is located in the Assault class, and this gun has a total of 3 variants: the MP18 Trench, Optical, and Experimental. This gun shoots in 3-round burst, which definitely helps with the overall control of this variant. It also comes with a globe scope as an attachment, which is identical to the one on the Optical variant. The total ammo of the Experimental is 96 on reserve, plus 32 in the magazine. The Experimental is by far my favorite variant of the MP18, mainly because it has very good control and low recoil. As for its damage ratings, from 0 to 11 meters it has a max damage output of 23, and from 11 to 43 meters, it slowly drops to its minimum damage rating output of 13.5. Basically, from 0 to 22 meters, this gun is a 5-shot kill, and any length of distance beyond 22 meters, it becomes a 6 to 8-shot kill. Like with most SMGs, they're made for close quarter engagements, and that's no different with the Experimental. The accuracy at medium to long range isn't bad because of the low recoil, but at that amount of distance, it can take quite a few bullets to kill your opponent. Its ADS while moving is a half a second, and stationary is 0.2 seconds. The MP18 has a rate of fire of 550 rounds per minute, which is pretty average for automatic guns. It also has a muzzle velocity rating of 420 meters per second. And don't get too excited with the 420 now, guys, come on now. When it comes to reloading the MP18, you'll have to reload it a lot since the magazine size is only 32, which honestly isn't bad when you compare it with some other guns in Battlefield 1. When you do reload, this gun reloads very quick. With any number of bullets left in the magazine, it takes 2.1 seconds, and with an empty magazine, it takes 3.3 seconds. The recoil ratings for the Experimental are the best rated out of the MP18 variants, and the best overall out of all the SMGs in Battlefield 1. Alright, so after going through some of the stats on this gun, my opinion is it's definitely one of my favorite in the Assault class. The overall handling and feel of this gun is great, and is also very unique because it's the only primary gun in Battlefield 1 with any type of shooting burst. It's also great at close to medium ranged engagements. The small magazine size and low damage output definitely make this gun a little bit more balanced, but overall, for me, it can truly be considered one of the best, if not the best, SMGs in Battlefield 1. My overall rating for the MP18 Experimental is a 7.4 out of 10. And the other gun in this comparison is the Hellriegel 1915 Factory. The Hellriegel 1915 Factory is also located in the Assault class and unlocked when you reach rank 10 in the Assault class. The Hellriegel 1915 Factory is currently the only variant in the game. The Hellriegel is an automatic gun with a total ammo of 60 on reserve plus 60 in the magazine. This gun definitely has an advantage when it comes to its magazine size, as it holds almost twice as much as the MP18. The Hellriegel is considered the best SMG by many in Battlefield 1. Me personally, I think it's very debatable, and that's why I'm comparing it to a very good MP18 Experimental. Its damage output is exactly identical to the MP18 Experimental. So from 0 to 11 meters, it has a max damage output of 23, and from 11 to 43 meters, its minimum damage output is 13.5. Also, just like the Experimental, it's a 5-shot kill up until 22 meters in distance, and any length of distance beyond 22 meters, it becomes a 6 to 8-shot kill. Its ADS while moving is the same as the Experimental at half a second, and stationary it's a tenth of a second slower at 0.3 seconds. The Hellriegel has a very good rate of fire at 650 rounds per minute, which is second to only the automatical M1918 out of the primary weapons. Its muzzle velocity rating is somewhat low at only 380 meters per second, which is 40 meters per second slower compared to the Experimental. The reload time is noticeably slower than the MP18, but with the huge magazine on the Hellriegel, you won't need to reload nearly as often. With any number of bullets left in the magazine, it takes 3.75 seconds, and with an empty magazine, it takes 4.5 seconds. The recoil ratings on this gun are noticeably worse than the Experimental. It took me quite a bit longer for some reason to adjust to the Hellriegel's recoil. There's something about the recoil that makes it kind of funky. I don't know what it is, but just keep that in mind when you play with it. All in all, the Hellriegel is a very good gun, and it can be super deadly at close range because of the huge magazine size it has, and its amazing fire rate of 650 rounds per minute. This gun can be scary good. Just like the Experimental, the damage is not very good and you'll have to put quite a few bullets into your enemy to kill them. It also has a funky recoil that takes a while to adjust to. The last thing to note is it can be pretty easy to run out of ammo, which is a big weakness. But this gun is pretty fun to play with and definitely deserves to be a rank 10 gun because it is so good. Overall, I'm going to give the Hellriegel 1915 Factory a rating of 7.3 out of 10. The MP18 Experimental, in my opinion, is better because, for one thing, you don't have to grind all the way up to rank 10 in the assault class to unlock it. And I just love the control and accuracy of this gun. On paper, the Hellriegel is way better than the Experimental, but when it comes to actually playing with either gun, I would pick the MP18 Experimental any day over the Hellriegel. But that's just my personal thoughts between the two guns. Which gun do you guys prefer playing with? The MP18 Experimental or the Hellriegel 1915 Factory? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed and subscribe for more awesome Battlefield 1 content. Thanks guys, and I'll catch you later.